Nature is a genius creator. And every living being on the planet is unique and perfect. But the wild nature lives by its own laws. According to them, the one who is stronger survives. And although it is known that man is the most important in the world, but not all living beings are ready to recognize his superiority. The most dangerous weapon for humans is the deadly poison of some animals. But no less dangerous is the large number of sharp teeth. It is worth staying away from such animals. This is a selection of the 10 most dangerous animals on the planet. With you, the channel is interesting. And we start. Spotted poison dart frog. These little frogs live in the tropics of Costa Rica and Brazil. Frog prefers to spend most of his life in trees. They have an unusual bright color: yellow, green, blue and orange. The very beautiful color of the poison dart frogs is a warning of a serious threat. A close acquaintance with this reptile leads to inevitable death. The poison of a poison dart frog can kill 2 huge elephants or 20 people. Cases of human death have been recorded only from touching this cute creature. According to scientists, today, a more potent poison in reptiles than in this beauty does not exist. The diet of these amphibians consists of worms, spiders and other small insects. Interestingly, in captivity, the spotted dart frog stopped producing poison due to the fact that there are no special types of insects in the food that are required for this process. Brazilian wandering spider or banana spider. Outwardly, it is not so scary, but it occupies an honorable place in the Guinness Book of Records as the most poisonous among arachnids. Their natural range covers the tropical part of South and Central America. The venom of this genus contains a powerful neurotoxin. It has therapeutic value, but in toxic concentration it causes loss of muscle control followed by respiratory arrest, leading to paralysis and eventually suffocation. The bite is moderately painful. The poison causes an instant infection of the lymphatic system, entering the circulatory system in 85% of cases leads to heart failure. Patients feel severe stiffness. In men, sometimes poisoning causes priapism. There is an effective antidote for this spider's venom. Box jellyfish or sea wasp. I am the most poisonous creature on the planet. Cuban jellyfish live in warm Asian and Australian waters and have about 20 species, but it is the sea wasp that is considered the most dangerous. It weighs about 2 kilograms and has 15 3-meter tentacles. Box jellyfish are the only gnomes that hunt using their sight. They have 24 eyes. Functionally, the eyes resemble human ones. They determine the size of the objects encountered and their color. Scientists still do not understand how this amazing animal can receive and process information because it has eyes and there is no brain or large nerve nodes. Anything that enters and gets entangled in the long tentacles of a cute jellyfish is struck by the poison, which simply dissolves the prey. A person who has fallen into her arms can still get out on land, but the pain he experiences will be simply hellish. 3 minutes after the poisonous sting of the jellyfish, the functions of the brain are disrupted, a shock of the nervous system occurs and the heart stops. Blue-ringed octopus inhabits the coastal waters of the Pacific Ocean. Despite the size of a tennis ball, they have a rather aggressive character and are recognized as one of the most poisonous animals in the world. Blue-ringed octopuses are easily recognizable by their distinctive blue and black rings and yellow skin. When an octopus is worried, irritated, or frightened, brown patches appear on the skin, and the blue rings become brighter and shimmery. Usually there are 80 rings on the body of an octopus. They feed on crabs, hermit crabs and shrimps. When disturbed or in defense, they attack the enemy, including a person. The venom of the blue-ringed octopus is a powerful neurotoxin produced together with saliva. The mollusk uses its deadly weapon mainly against crabs and bivalve mollusks, which it eats. He either injects it into the victim's body during the bite or releases poison into the water near the object. When the neurotoxin enters the victim's body, it affects the nervous and muscular systems, paralyzing the respiratory muscles, as a result of which the victim dies from respiratory arrest. An antidote to the venom of the blue-ringed octopus has not yet been found. Taipan macaque. Taipan macaque is one of the types of taipans, also known as the inland or desert taipan. These snakes live in the central part of the Australian continent and are the most venomous of land snakes. Its venom is about 180 times stronger than that of a cobra. This snake has a shy disposition and tries to avoid neighborhood with other animals. They inhabit dry plains and deserts, hiding in cracks and fractures in the soil, making them extremely difficult to detect. An adult can reach a length of 2 meters. The back color varies from dark brown to straw. The diet consists almost entirely of small mammals. Females lay up to 20 eggs in deep cracks or abandoned burrows. Incubation lasts up to 66 days. Egyptian cobra. Poisonous snake of the asp family. The species is common in northern, western and eastern Africa. The total length ranges from 1 to 2 meters. Sometimes there are individuals up to 3 meters. The color of adults is usually one color, from light yellow to dark brown, with a lighter ventral side. The snake is active during the day. The Egyptian cobra prefers desert places, mountains, ruins, bushes, or heaps of stones. The cobra spends most of the time on the ground, but sometimes it swims or climbs trees. It feeds on small mammals, birds, amphibians, and lizards. In case of danger, the snake assumes a defensive posture characteristic of all cobras. Her glands secrete an incredible poison that can kill a person in a couple of hours. The huge elephant dies from the bite of an Egyptian cobra in just 3 hours. The poison causes paralysis of the respiratory system. The victim dies from painful suffocation. Polar bear. It is the largest predator. Polar bears live in the Arctic zone of Canada, Alaska, Russia, Norway, and Greenland. Adult animals can reach over 2.5 meters in length and weigh about 680 kilograms. The polar bear is the largest of the carnivorous mammals. He has a keen sense of smell and hearing. This carnivore, eating only animals, is not afraid of humans and has no enemies. The formidable bear is ready to eat everything that has flesh and blood, and his brethren are no exception. It can smell its favorite prey, the ringed seal, from 800 meters away, and being on the ice above its nest, it hears the slightest movement. When meeting a bear, running is useless. It is capable of speeds of about 60 km/h. Today the polar bear is an endangered species and requires our protection. Scorpiolirus. It inhabits dry and desert areas in northern Africa, the Arabian Peninsula and the Middle East. Typical habitat is deserts or dunes. It uses cavities under rocks, crevices in rocks, or shallow burrows that it digs as shelters. Typical habitat is deserts or dunes. As shelters, he uses voids under stones, crevices in rocks, or shallow burrows that he digs himself. The color of the scorpion is straw yellow, with darker segments on the back. This type of arthropod has an active and rather aggressive character. Their venom is very strong and contains a mixture of neurotoxins. Most dangerous for children, old people and weakened people. However, any intoxication can result in anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is a potentially life-threatening poison allergy. A common cause of death from a deadly hunter bite is pulmonary edema. The German pharmaceutical company Twyford and the French pharmaceutical company Sanofi are engaged in the manufacture of antidotes for yellow scorpion stings. One of the components of the poison can heal tumors' brain. Anopheles. Anopheles mosquitoes are known worldwide as malaria mosquitoes because many species of this genus carry malaria. These mosquitoes are also thought to transmit heartworms to dogs. Anopheles prefer to choose mammals, including humans, as their prey. They are found all over the world except Antarctica. If only once a malaria mosquito bites someone infected with malaria, then it will infect healthy people with this disease, and every time it bites them. There are about 430 species of Anopheles mosquitoes in the world, but only about 40 of them can become carriers of malaria. And some statistics. An estimated 228 million people worldwide fell ill with malaria in 2018 and 405,000 died. Many malaria mosquitoes have become resistant to insecticides over the years of using these chemicals. A combed crocodile or saltwater. It is the largest modern reptile on the planet and the largest crocodile. It is also one of the largest predators on Earth. Its size is greater than that of a polar bear. This is one of the most aggressive animals towards their relatives. The salted crocodile lives in the warm waters of Australia, Indonesia, India, the Philippines. The ability of the saltwater crocodile to swim well and far in the sea allows it to appear in the most unexpected places for humans. Externally, clumsy and sedentary crocodiles can cover great distances. For long journeys, they use Z-currents, which pick up the heavy body of the reptile and carry it hundreds of kilometers. Being a super predator, the combed crocodile feeds on everything it can reach. The diet depends on the habitat. The reptile attacks large land mammals, bulls, buffaloes, horses. It hunts for large fish in saltwater. There is evidence of successful shark hunting. Many cases of saltwater crocodile attacks on humans are recorded every year. The most famous case of a combed crocodile attack on a person occurred on February 19, 1945, when almost 1,000 Japanese army soldiers were killed in the water off Ramri Island.